Hello, welcome back to another episode of Kerbal Space Program. Hopefully this time with a little bit more success, but before we launch I wanted to address the issue we had here last time, and I have took a little to read up on it and I figured out where to disable it. It's in the advanced options under colonization, and if enabled customization and all of this, well, maybe allow this. Okay, I will leave the veteran rescue Kerbals enabled just for fun, I guess. I'm not sure. We will see how that goes. We are not currently doing many rescues anyway. The alternate costs, well, we will also leave these, but hopefully astronaut complex, it's still not back. Okay, let's see. Let's try again. Enable colonist hiring. Accept, close, resume. Still not back. Okay. Settings. What am I missing here? Let's disable all of this just because. Accept. Close, resume. Oh, come on. Why? So it's officially not possible to fully disable this crap. I'm sorry, that's annoying. That's really annoying. Why does it have to... Why do you have to force me to do that? I could possibly recompile this mod and just disable this entire thing, but that's just not the way that proper modding is supposed to work. Sorry, Robodude, but that's BS. Anyway, let's just deal with what we wanted to do anyway. This mission is about to complete. We need to build one more of these. Duplicate, yes, so that we have 3. And we are waiting for this cleanup here. Up to completion. And Allowed and Baker, yes, walk to completion. And now let's try again, launching Lispro on the cleanup mission. There you are. Let's try. Okay, check the staging again. All the solid rockets and dots, and the rest is normal. Let's go to stage number 2 and enable the debris here. Where are we? Let's try with the last one. That's a little far. That one is probably reachable. 78 by 90 kilometers, and it is close to periapsis. Okay. Engage autopilot, none of this. 81 kilometers and go. Okay, launching and clear of the clamps. Hopefully this time this will all work out. The thrust to weight ratios are reasonably acceptable, so we should be fine with the 55 degree or percent turn shape. coming up on booster separation. It's always a little high there, but that's because of this angle of attack limit. And I should have armed these. Let's see. Let's also be careful that we are not separating the wrong stage once we plan to get rid of the fairings. Let's see, that's still a lot of fuel, so put this back to 2 and swap these. We should reach the 250 pascals before needing to switch to the next stage, and we are actually pretty well on the path. Now when we reach the apoapsis, or when we reach space, actually we need to be very quick in making this intercept. So let's try to set this up. I'm not sure we will be able to use it, but at 250 pascals, let's get rid of the fairings, clean separation, all nice. And that's the first stage, all recovered nicely. Okay. Now, how far will we be? That's pretty far. What else do we have which we might be closer to? Maybe this one? Closest approach 100 kilometers? No. This one? 7 kilometers. Okay. Yes, we might be able to reach that. Target position is slightly ahead of us, so let's see. It's in a 76 by 85, so we need to go for a 76, or definitely not more. And we'll let MacJab plan this, but we will disable MacJab before it is actually going to execute the burn. Still 2 minutes away from apoapsis, so that's fine. Okay, let's check this. So if we were to look at this orbit, then we are still no closer. This abort node execution, close this. Set a maneuver there, so we see, wait, next abort. Okay, we may need to add a little more here. Bring this, just meet up there. 9 kilometers. Okay, overshooting a little. Well, about there. And then we will fix it on the next orbit. Execute this. So unfortunately, we will now catch up with the last piece of debris, which means for all of the future pieces we need to go to a lower orbit first, and then since we don't have a lot of margin there, we need to wait for a while before we catch up. But still, it should be okay. There's also this, well, we will see. Let's execute this getting to orbit first. Current weight is 6.5 tons, so the extra weight of some of the parts will not be a big issue, but it will come later. Checking this, we are remove this. Okay, 900 meters. Let's see what kind of node will it create. 3 meter per second burn, right about there. Be fine. Yeah, that's actually good. So let's just go there. Let's also check that Lispro actually, oh, can't check now in time warp, but we need to check that Lispro actually has her tools. Does she need tools? No, she does not. Well then, easier. Don't think she needs a screwdriver for this. Okay, so we're actually only performing a normal burn, so the intercept wasn't bad. It's just that, of course, we have this 0.01 or 0.1 degree of inclination, and we need to fix that to reach our proper encounter here. That should be good enough. And match velocities, that closest approach. That's a 16 meter per second burn, so we will go back 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 seconds. Oh. No lag on loading, so that's fine. Good timing on the, well, a little late, a little late. Okay, now then, 30 meters. Let's see how close we actually can be to collect the material kits. I have no idea. Inventory here contains only this thing. Okay, Lispro, do you have a screwdriver? Yes, you do. Okay. Well then, EVA Lispro and activate the screwdriver. And is this drifting? Yes, it is. Because I have no... oh, wrong one. Yeah, I have no connection. Okay, well, let's see. Turn on the lights, turn on as... oh, can I actually scrap this from here? No, I cannot. Good. See how much closer we need to go. The option appears. $10 meters, still closing. Or maybe we need to turn for it. 7. $5 meters. Okay, disassemble part, you disassemble part, and something material kits collected. Okay. Now to get back into our spacecraft, which is slowly tumbling. So being 30 meters away was good. That's good to know. And now let's stop this tumbling. Let's select the next target. But we have already disposed of 1 unit of debris. Do we happen to have a close encounter with this one? Maybe we can just use the, let's see, fine-tune closest approach tool. What does it give us? A 6 meter burn? I would say that's fair enough. All we need to pay attention to is that we have a capture burn in half an hour, so probably this will be just after. Maybe, no, that's not a good. We will need to do this adjustment on the next orbit. So let's add a maneuver here and try this again. And we get a terrible intercept, not what we want. One more orbit and try again. Okay, still terrible intercept, that's not what will happen. So let's try for this one instead, because we are still on a lower orbit, so that's probably why we are getting these not so great maneuvers. Let's see, that's a 54 meter burn, no. How about another orbit later? 30 meter burn. And one more. 6 meter burn, yes, that's acceptable. And it is well outside of... We will see whether it interferes with the Mun Station, the medical rescue thingy operations, but for the time being that will be our node. So let's see, the material kits are all there, that's also good. I want to collect them here first to see whether I can move the part once it's full, or whether I need to keep it a little bit empty. And our second stage of course burned off. But yeah, let's go back to the Space Center and deal with the capture burn there. And let's quickly check our comsats. So Baker is still reconditioning. Charlie has the standby. Yeah, I rolled out another standby launch, so I'll bring this to Baker, and of course it will not be ready, but reconditioning is still over 2.5 hours, so long time until we can launch it, but let's close in on this one and perform the capture. We might even have enough fuel to land these guys on the moon. Although it would be very tight margins, I believe. Yeah, definitely would require pretty much a suicide burn at the last second, so let's not do that. And instead let's plan for the fine-tuning here. That's about there, okay, 2.5 meter burn in an hour, so it does not interfere with that one, okay. That's nice, so something is weird here. The orbits are changing. Or maybe it's just a computation. Does my orbit change? No, my orbit does not change. The orbit is constant. Okay. Let's get there for a second. Actually, having this little bit of excess fuel might also not be a wrong idea, just to keep the re-entry nice and calm when we come back to Kerbin, and whatever the medical condition is, not make it any worse. So let's fast forward to this one. Execute next note. execute this one. I only want to execute the this one. Delete this, create and execute. In 16 minutes? Why? Oh well. I don't care. But then we will be here in 32 minutes, and that is not ideal. What has happened to these orbits? Delete all of this. Try again. No, I definitely do not want to see that like this. What if we wait another... no... wait another orbit and then try to create this? Then let's say one of these totally deadly burns. Well, we do have some margin between the this burn and this one. Should be okay. I don't like it, but let's also check her supplies. She has supplies for 1.5 months. Okay. 15 minutes, let's just go for it. Like this. This one 18 meters, so let's go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, half a second, and now let's perform the correction for the Mun Station rescue thingy. A lot of back and forth today, but at least the launch went okay, so I guess it's okay. That's a good thing. And also we will soon have the remaining comsats. Let's see, what do we have upcoming? So this correction, final adjustment, and then the capture, well, not capture, the docking burn. Cute. This one. Then we have more debris cleaning. We can schedule these as fast or as slow as we want. And then there is a Minmus lander. Oh, that's the mid-course correction for the launch we messed up last time. And the next major thing is done in 3 days, so plenty of time. This one will have landed before this burn. Okay, create node, 68 meters, so 0.3 seconds off, and that is in 20 minutes. Okay, let's switch to this one. And execute the node. Hello Joel and Duna. Anything else in the sky? something? Oh, that's just a satellite of ours, okay. And this is the other debris there. Well, where is the debris we are currently aiming for? This one, okay. I will try to go normal again. And if it did not work out ideally last time, take like this. And just keep it stable, please. I mean, you could even move closer, but no. Let's go on EVA again. Lights, detach, go up. Where are you? Okay, disassemble part, 550 units, that's a lot. Now let's get back. Rapid watch, okay. Now then, this already has 700 units, this one has still 600 empty, so we can definitely go for another one. What about, so our orbit is now 84 by 83, and this is a 90 by 78, so will we get closer? No, we are still moving away, okay. How about this one? Almost the same as us, that is on a faster orbit. And this one is also on a faster orbit. How about we slow down a little to intercept this one? Can I do a Hohmann transfer to this? Probably not. I can. Oh. What kind of orbit does this bring me to? 78 kilo? Wait, which one? I'm currently on a... Oh, here, periapsis will be at 83 kilometers and apoapsis 88. Oh, that node is in 108 days. Yes, no, that's not how we play this. So I said we are currently getting further away, so let's just go a tiny bit retrograde, bring our periapsis to, let's say, 80 kilometers. Just about there. Now we are possibly in a faster orbit. Yes, we are, but not enough. Some people just don't have their cars under control. I'm sorry about that noise. So let's go back. Let's say we bring our periapsis down a little further. 75 should be good. And from there we can definitely create 8 days. I don't want to wait 8 days. What if we circularize at periapsis? And then create a Hohmann transfer. Why Fine tune. What does this give us? No, wrong way. Okay, let's create a maneuver here and all that. Let's look at the distance markers here. Just intersect. If we now move this forward in orbit, intersect is 144 kilometers. 100. Whoa! Why are we getting this farther so quickly? Okay, please. Okay, 81 kilometers. How about now? Okay, this one. And this one, please. Distances. And now, show me this again. Distance still increasing, so we are back at the orbit which we were, but now we are closing. Okay. So let's see how many orbits and how long until Mun Station. We still have 10 minutes to play with this, so I'm fine with that. Let's say we do our maneuver there. And now give me that. Oh, I can't zoom again. Why game? This also has not happened before I enabled MKS, so I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm really not happy about that. I might have to get rid of MKS again. Intersect 1, intersect 2, 77, 48, 72. And let's say about there, and that's when we will consider our... What does a home and transfer do? Still a little later for some reason, I don't know why. What if we try the fine tune? That's a lot better. So that will be our next burn. That's in a day. So this pro has a day of free time watching Kerbin, and of course she has plenty of supplies, so not a problem at all. And after that we will go into a lower high-speed orbit to catch up with these pieces. So how's the time? 5 minutes, so a little bit still left. Let's see. Oh yeah, Mun Station medical. Let's bring those to the station, rescue the currently the Kerbal who has fallen ill, and do the return burn. And then I will probably do a lot of the messy maneuvering to scrap the debris off camera, because that's just very repetitive, so not something you want to see. Unless I record it all and do a whatever, very sped up version of it, but I don't think I will waste time editing it. Hello there, Mun Station. we already have a docking port there. Let's just wait until this burn is completed. This docking port, set as target. And let's just do it the easy way. That need to roll because of the alignment of the solar panels. Let's bring this marker over there so that we can do the approach on more or less one axis only. The disadvantages of recording during daytime. Still more outside noise, hopefully it's at an acceptable level. Now let's get these docked. We're not here to have a party. Okay. Very unbalanced with the transfer stage still attached, so not exactly the easiest to maneuver with RCS. Oh, and also this docking port is off, so let's just retract the panels. Because the docking port, it's not off, it's inside a little, right? So we, even with the rotation, we would probably still manage to break off a panel, and that's not necessary. Closing speed still 0.23 meters a second. We need to slow down. And now switch off all of these and let's coast in for the final docking. And docked. Okay. A lot of wobblies. What's our fuel situation here? Not a lot of room to store fuel on the station, only in the tank for the rescue craft, so let's not even try to store any more fuel. We could store some here. This supply vessel will be here for longer, I believe, because it also stores... Well, let's transfer this first. That's done already, because it also has, well, it does have monopropellant storages, but monopropellant is good. Don't have a lot of monopropellants left, so... Well, we have a lot of monopropellant, just not any excess. What's in here? I can't access it. Will you please let me EVA somebody to check this storage? Thank you. Screwdrivers and supplies. Okay. Bowser is the resident engineer here, so no need to work on this right now. Supply situation overall is great. We can dump all of the remaining supplies from this pod. This supplies, all of the supplies from the 63 one into the station, transfer out. Because of course this Mun tourist vessel will go back straight to Kerbin, and so has absolutely no need for excess supplies. Okay, taken care of. now let's level up Kerbals, because Donany needs to be level 3. Donany now is level 3. Let's transfer Rosfred to the holding and transfer Donany to the science module. Let's double check, yes, scientist, and transfer Rosfred to the rescue craft. And that's about all the business we had here. Let's check that all the Kerbals have Mun achievements, Mun docking, yes. Why they do not have Mun? Oh, well, yeah. Okay, so Donany, just quickly go on EVA. Whoa, what are you doing, buddy? Well, these ones will go on EVA later. Or I'll stay cut. Yes, go back. Avery also EVA, yes. Anybody not having EVA? Klauser also does not have EVA. And let's just be sure that Gemlong gets the EVA as well. So everybody now should have EVA on the Mun and docking. And Rosfred still does not have. Well, okay, one more. Although you're sick, you will go on EVA for just a moment, please. Good. Now then, let's bring them back. I don't think we have anything else to do here. No science to do at the moment. So, undock. Switch vessels. Just in case. Collect the crew report. And deploy the panels again. Get some distance. And return from the Mun. We just missed it, I guess. No, half an orbit, okay. Then let's bring us a little lower. Not higher, lower. Make sure we are not hitting the station. Okay, we are clear. I'll try this again, please. If we had it done right and not burnt the wrong direction first, we would actually have saved fuel. Not that we need to save fuel, but that's just the magic of orbital mechanics. And now let's bring this, hide this debris please for a second. Bring this down to a reasonable orbit, let's say 30 kilometers. Yeah, right about there, and we will fix it later. 25 minutes, anything else to do until then? No, execute. If I could please unset target. I can't. Oh, doesn't matter. really might just disable the MKS mod, the library, after scrapping all the debris we need to scrap, because it's just somehow I'm not entirely happy with the situation. But let's deal with that later. We need to plan our re-entry burn here. And let's say this is the 100-kilometer mark. That's the 80-ish kilometer mark. And we have 20 seconds, no, 40 seconds to burn. So let's perform a maneuver there, bringing the periapsis down to 30 and the apoapsis to 200. That should be easily doable. That's a 900-meter burn. Delete this and replace it with this. That's a 1066-meter burn, easily within margins. And where will this bring us down? Shy of the KSC, supposedly. By 31. Yeah, does not matter. Doesn't matter at all. We will perform this burn exactly and delete this one. 1066 meters. Let's do the entry burn. Close this, and Rosfred will then land a couple minutes later. Well, probably half an hour later with the way the burn is going, but that's okay. Let's save the game, and that's it for this episode, I think. Thank you for watching, and I will do some more mid-course corrections and debris cleaning, and probably see you either with the re-entry here or sometime later when something more important happens. Have a nice day. Bye bye, and see you in the next one.